pitch, 7-0-6.
Now here it comes.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Oh, and a big curveball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is retired to start out the game. Now at the plate, Danny Santana. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Sanchez over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That is third.
Next to stand in is Vladimir Guerrero. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Hernandez. And he makes the catch to retire the side. So a rather... And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left field.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one.
Margot.
Even 1-1 count to Margot. Fellas, our visiting team, as they take the field after a scoreless top half, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Manuel Margot is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Cedric Mullins comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Yanked on the ground down the line. Gloved by Santana, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
That is third.
Now to the plate, Robert Poisson looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Slow grounder to first. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 2. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Swing and a line drive. And that will be a base hit here for Santana.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Franchy Cordero is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Little tapper down the first baseline. 1-1, here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Ready with the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Standing in now, Castillo. Swing and a liner. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the two first with one swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
And they're runners at the corners now. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
A bullet to first base.
Batting up, the left fielder, Esteban.
So runners at the corners with two gone, and it brings Esteban Florial in at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. So next to bat will be Minnie Perez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Looking to minimize the damage here. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the center fielder, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. So stepping in is Gary Sanchez, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit high and deep out to left. Florial on the run. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And this ball game is tied at 1. Jose Ramirez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fouled away. Sliced hard on the ground. He's got it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Now it'll be Teoscar Hernandez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. No balls and 1 strike. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
High hop, and he barehands it. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. That's lifted the other way out to left. Florial makes the catch to retire the side. In the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. We've played 2, all even now at 1-1, and it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And he will make the catch here on the edge of the warning track as he was just able to get back there and put it away for the first out. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. Vladimir Guerrero is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Guerrero in front, 2-0 to Vlad. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1 the count now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Poisson ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Next, it'll be Carlos Santana. He singled first time up. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that gets him to chase for a strike.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Machado will make the catch here, and that ends. Stepping up is Navarro.
Leading off for the Taco.
Hard hit ball to short. He's right there.
Number 15.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting 9.
And in steps Manny Machado. He's got his batting average up near the 400 mark to start the season. So we'll see how long he can maintain that kind of hot hitting.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average. Without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Another one sent foul. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Encarnacion finds some space out there for the catch to. All set for the start of the inning, and in to hit next it'll be Franchi Cordero. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
J.R. Encarnacion is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Margot is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Number 18.
And now in the box, Castillo. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Out in front of it, strike one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Cedric Mullins. 0-1 the count. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number one.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Robert Poisson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
1-1.
1-1 is in off the plate.
One strike.
Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now to bat, Gary Sanchez.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Your attention, please.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. In there, strike one. And he falls behind 0-2.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
That's a ball.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Pretty. That brings up Wander Franco. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Wander Franco becomes the first out of the inning. Now here's the pitch. Esteban Florio is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Mullins is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Minnie Perez. He flew out in his last debut. In there, 0-1.
Come on, one straight.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
Heading after it is Margot. Into the corner, he makes the catch to end the inning. And now, Jose Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The designated
And
hitter.
he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Ramirez.
Now the 0-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now back, right fielder.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's 0 for 5. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2. Here it comes. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So next to hit is O'Neill Cruz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 delivery.
Ball, outside.
Lined into left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
And Vladdy will make the catch, and the inning is over. Stepping in once again is Danny Santana. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery.
Nope, I'll do. Careful.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And it's fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So now into the box is Vladimir Guerrero. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
Ball, inside.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And here's a ball hit in the air. Into the stands. He got it. So now Carlos Santana. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the... Here's Manny Machado now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. The guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here it comes. Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
A bare hand for one to Santana to get the double play.
Now back. Number 31.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Cedric Mullins. A 1-0 delivery. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner.
At the ball.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Pitch on the way.
Okay.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. From the belt, the pitch. Robert Poisson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Here's the 0-2. Grounded to the right. Santana's got it. Off balance throw. Gets it. Nice play there as the side is. Now at the plate is Franchi Cordero. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hand.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. The throw into second. And he is out. Time for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here.
Number 18.
Making the slow trek to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Next, it'll be Esteban Florio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Frenmel Reyes will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Hard hit ball to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits. No. Frenmel Reyes will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. So here is Gary Sanchez. You up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
A ball and a strike now. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Gary Sanchez is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Jose Ramirez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Ball and no strikes, the count to Jose Ramirez. No! And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. 2-1 after the foul ball there. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score.
No, that's low.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Line toward the gap in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the 2nd out. Digging in next to Oscar Hernandez, hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. The 1-0 home is outside for a ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Pimentel will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 17.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Daniel Cruz is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the... Melvin Adone is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Mini Perez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Drilled to the left side, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Now that's second base.
At the plate now, Danny Santana. Strike taken to throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Working for the punch out and the offering. This is on the ground over to first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Next up, Vladimir Guerrero. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The 0-1 on its way.
1-1. Nope.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. On deck, Carlos Santana. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Giving chase is Hernandez. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the insurance run comes across to score from third. It's now 3-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch of the AB now. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And right into the shift. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is into the box. Navarro, no hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Manny Machado is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Struck him out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Dylan Tate enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Franchi Cordero is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. To first, reined in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Next, here is J.R. Encarnacion. First pitch on its way. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now into the box, Cedric Mullins. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. In there for strike 1. Ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in next, Robert Poisson grounded out in his last at-bat. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
0-2, here it is. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
You have to find...
And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here, closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close. Then
Welcome to the land of the permanent sun, where the flowers are melted and the future is fun. The freeway lizards are my feelings.